wish it would not stop.
Just keep the party going. I'm in a good mood today. I'm feeling super invested. So
oh my gosh. That's so great that you're in a good mood. I was in a great mood, and then I got tired, and now I'm kind of grouchy.
Yeah.
The poor kids.
Well, I finally got to go over to the library. So I'm trying to do is coordinate with the county library to do Black History Month, to read books. And it's just been a couple of, life happens. Librarian's kid got sick, and then it got like super icy, and we had everything was shut down because the roads were super slick, so the library was closed, and then she had a dentist appointment. So we finally able to meet up today. So we did what we're doing is we're going to just broadcast it to the Facebook page, since obviously we can't just invite people down to the library. We're trying to figure out how to invite the community to participate. So I think it went well today. I'm excited.
Good. And so for those people just joining in, thank you for joining in. We are so glad to see you. I'm Mel, and this is obviously Alice Keeler. But she's talking about her local library, and you're talking about your local community. So because we're live streaming through our Teacher Tech community. And so you've started so that you're doing a story time. And you did you do Dr. Deshauna's story today? I Am Valuable.
I did.
Oh, very cool.
I left it in my car, so I did read her book.
Oh, I have it. I have it.
I was just doing a test today. So right now, my video reading Dr. Deshauna Monet Ricks's book is the only one on there. There we go. And so I'm not going to say my life talent is reading books, but I was excited to try it out. So the library's not done this before, and so now we're going to try and get people to be reading live.
Yes, that's so cool. We love Dr. Deshauna. Yay! I feel like we can read this without getting a little bit sparkly.
I'm wearing black.
You need to get that. I'm wearing black too. Okay, so that is great, and I.
You there? Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Can you hear me now? Okay, we'll stop. Okay, so wonderful. I noticed that we have something wild. We're going to have a guest come on pretty soon. Do you want to wait till our guest comes on before you show this new trickery that you've just sucked me into?
Just think he'll join.
Yes, she said she's going to be a few minutes late. So Victoria Thompson is going to join us very soon. She's in a meeting. We all know how that goes. And she's on the West Coast, so she's not off of school. Man, so everybody's like, tell us if you had a snow day today. Oh my goodness, everybody's frozen. People are telling me that it's colder there than Alaska. And I'm just like, I don't feel sorry for anybody. So good for you. I'm glad. It was like -26 in Minnesota. Good for you. I've been in a frozen hell for like months, and I have no F's to give to anybody about that. So anyway, were you on, so tell us if you were on a snow day. What did you do today? Did you go to school today, Alice?
I did go to school today. Yeah.
Awesome.
No snow day.
Did you have a snow day yesterday?
Like a half day for some reason. So not that it matters to me because I only teach part-time. So.
Ooh, okay. I think it matters. So cool. So do you want to talk about some of your new YouTubes?
I have new YouTubes. I always have new YouTubes. Yeah. Do you have them ready?
Nope, but I will.
Okay.
We'll talk about them.
Well, let's talk about what I coded this week. So I'm really excited about this, is that you can make multiple Google Forms like all at once, like magic, make a bunch of Google Forms. Can I show it?
Yeah, you can show anything.
Okay, so let me.
And I'm pulling up your YouTube.
Let's go in here. And then I've got a YouTube video on how to do this too. So if you go to alicekeeler.com/multiple-forms, alicekeeler.com/multiple-forms, it'll prompt you to make a copy.
So you don't want me to share just yet?
Share what? You want to share the YouTube video?
Yeah, tell me when you're ready and I can. Okay, so this is your coding your forms. I love it.
Well, I have a YouTube video on this. Did you want to watch the YouTube video or should I show it?
You tell me what to do because we can't share it at the same time.
I don't think we should watch the YouTube video.
Okay, then let's not watch it.
It'll be weird. Okay, so look, so you just wait for it to load up. And then go to the add-ons menu, and it should say multiple forms on there. Once it loads, and you got to authorize it. Continue. And then whatever it says, just say yes. Okay, so now it's authorized. And add-ons, multiple forms. I'm going to create multiple forms. And how many forms do we want, Melody?
I don't know. Like, why would you even do this?
I'm going to tell you. Okay, 5. I'm going to make 5 forms right now. Watch me. I'm making forms. I'm making 5 of them. Woo.
Wow.
So I saw somebody posting on Facebook, it might have been in the community, that they wanted to be able to have their reading passage side by side with the Google form. And they had the Google form in multiple sections. So, you know, if you're going to do side by side, the way to do that is actually make a Google Sites. And you could make a Google Sites website. And so that way you can embed the reading passage on one side of the page, and you embed the Google form next to it so they can see the Google form side by side with what they're reading. And so I thought if you had multiple reading
people do this?
Totally.
Wow.
So if you have side by side passages, if you have multiple ones, don't go to another screen, just make another form. Like make a form for each one so you can see all the questions that go along with this, and then, you know, repeat below it. So if you look at this, actually all of the forms link to the same spreadsheet. So all the responses, I don't think you can see the tab at the bottom. Can you make the ticker go away?
Yeah. I could do anything.
Oh, there we go. So do you see here's where the responses for the first form would go. Here's where the responses for the second form would go, third, fourth, fifth. I did one the other day. I made 10 forms, made 10 forms. So if every time, and you can make more. So I can just go back to the add-ons. It goes to multiple forms. I'm going to create multiple forms. I'm going to just make 3 more. Make 3 more forms. It should do this. So you would want all your forms in the same place, right, Melody? If you had like 20 quizzes for the semester, wouldn't you like them all to be in the same place? Like you can look at all the results in one place. So I just added 3 more. Do you see I have 6, 7?
Yes.
So I can just keep adding forms onto this one so that all my responses come into the same one place so I can be more organized. So either just organize up all your Google forms that you do using this, or like I was suggesting, if you need to chunk it up, like if you have a lot of questions, I highly recommend you just make it into multiple forms, because what if they don't finish? So if they're doing one and they run out of time, don't start the next one, you know?
Don't. Because people that do this are amazing, smart people. I have no idea.
All right. Well,
that's awesome. Obviously, it's very interesting. People are watching, and they probably want to know more about it. I'm just here like salt. I add a little flavor. I have no idea what she's talking about half of the time. You're way smarter than me when it comes to this. Okay, our guest is here. Are you ready to bring her up?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, Miss Victoria, how are you doing today?
Oh, y'all, I'm tired, but you know what? We're gonna get there. It is almost the end of the week. And I also took off tomorrow. So it is the end of my week, which is very exciting. I got a couple more things to do today with like consult work, you know, just like making sure that folks are okay, all that stuff. But yeah, I am excited.
Yeah, that's so cool. Well, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for inviting.
So if you like follow Alice's blog, Victoria is always the one that does all the Microsoft education stuff. So that's so cool. And of course, you guys do stuff together without me. I have no idea. Like, didn't you all just do something last week together or earlier this week?
Well, something really exciting that happened. Yeah, I think you're talking about it, Melody. We got invited to speak at Sacramento State University, or Cal State Sacramento. Am I, Alice, am I saying that right? Cal State University, Sacramento?
California State University, Sacramento. Sac State.
Yeah, Sac State, yes. So when I went on their Wikipedia page, they go through like a couple different names, so I just call it Sac State. But yeah, we had a lot of fun just speaking with pre-service teachers about Google Apps for Education, what that exactly looks like within the educational space, and just as a pre-service teacher, important things to keep in mind moving forward as you start student teaching. So yeah, we had a blast. It was awesome.
Oh, cool.
And I'm obsessed with Friendmoji. I'm obsessed with Bitmoji, but more specifically Friendmoji. And I heavily peer pressured, heavily.
It was a 3-week effort.
So now I've got me and Victoria together. I just particularly like this one. We're just peeking up over the top. And you'll see that we have some Friendmojis throughout the presentation. We have more. Look at that. So maybe a little too much fun on my part.
It was a lot of fun. Mel, you know me. I'm like anti-Facebook, right? I don't have a Facebook account. I'm barely on Instagram. Twitter is definitely where I have my wheelhouse, but Bitmoji has been a lot of fun.
She arm wrestled me into it too. I had to get it, just to survive in Alice's world. I had to have a Bitmoji. So yes. I too am having a little bit of fun with it.
I gotta text you in the morning, like, how's your coffee? Sometimes I do that. Did I get you this morning, Victoria? I feel like I did.
See, can't we just say, how's your coffee? Does it have to have like a picture attached to it though? Like, that's where my mind is stuck.
Look at that. Where is it? Text message, right? Happened this morning.
Oh my goodness. Danielle says, I am addicted to Bitmoji. I drop her in as feedback in the collaborative Jamboard. Danielle's so cool. She's on top of everything.
I think it's important. My master's in education design and technology. And one of the things I learned in the program is how important it is to have students, when you have digital materials, where they feel like they have a teacher, but they do have a teacher. So when you put your Bitmoji in there, it feels like these digital materials are a little more personal, that you've got a relationship with this person. And so I find when I put my Bitmoji on my students' work, it means something to them. It's more than a gold star. Yeah.
And you know what? At my school site, like in a lot of our pages that teachers will post, the Bitmoji is so popular. So maybe I'm the behind one, right? Maybe I have to go ahead and look through, because I don't really have mine like active on any pages and everything, but I can definitely see the merit.
I just feel like my Bitmoji is one more way to lie to people, like what I look like. But I think if it's fun, it's fun.
Yeah, right. My Bitmoji's wearing heels. So this is what I looked like pre-pandemic, not post-pandemic. I might have to change what my Bitmoji is wearing.
My Bitmoji during the pandemic has expanded. Like I literally expanded my Bitmoji. So because I'm trying to be truthful here. So so that is really cool. So you guys did this thing at Sacramento. Are you doing it again? Is this like something that you're going to go to different places and do?
Well, that's a good question. We only did it one time.
I want to know more about it. I feel like you went through the thing. Of course, you don't want to show all of it.
Just some of it. I've got it right here. Do you mind, Victoria?
Oh, no, go ahead. Yeah, we got invited as a one-off. So if other opportunities come, totally cool. But if not, this was our introduction into pandemic pre-service teaching presentations.
The basic premise is that Google Classroom, Canvas, Schoology, whatever you're using, it's a box. You determine what you put into it. It doesn't determine the quality of your teaching. It could be awesome. It could be sucky. You can't say that it's Google Classroom. You have to design that experience. And so, one of my favorite phrases is that digital is different. You have to design for the medium. If you take paper activities and put them online, they're not going to be as engaging. And there's not necessarily anything wrong with a paper activity. I love Jo Bowler, and I go and I look at her books for like 4th grade big ideas, and they've got a lot of great activities in there, but they were designed for paper. So when I try to convert them to online, I'm like, this doesn't work, even though they're awesome on paper.
We also talk a lot about how it has to be student-centered, right? So if it's not student-centered, what even are we doing? Right. There are teacher-centered opportunities, but that has to be kind of to the wayside when we think about students. And also just how do we make learning better for all of our learners and not necessarily certain subsets of learners?
Yeah, I think one thing that drives me particularly nuts is online's not for everyone. Well, world of trouble right now. It of course, face-to-face.
It kind of is.
They're different mediums, and we adjust and differentiate, and we learn new skills. But digital is different. So if we try to recreate the face-to-face classroom, it has challenges, and so we have to think differently and think, okay, if this isn't working, it's not just hard, it's complex. How do we figure out how to do it differently for all of our learners?
We also have weird rhetoric going on right now where like online isn't working, kids are failing. We have some kids that are really thriving in this new environment, right? So we can't just put all of our kids in a box. We have to make sure that all of their needs are being met. That's really hard, but we can still do it and we can honor their experiences.
Yeah, totally. So at the beginning of the pandemic, all these students got online and gave classroom a 1-star review. Like, we hate this. Like, hey, do you think with overnight that everyone would become an expert at how to do it? Give us some time. We'll figure this out. And so it's not that they hate online learning. It's that we all hate just being thrown into something without being prepared, and that we have to make those adjustments. And I think a lot of people have done a really lovely job.
True. And I know a lot of families that are liking this. This really, especially those with maybe some needs, like they learn differently. I know of several ADHD moms with kids who have ADHD that are just loving not having to keep their kids on medication night and day, and their kids are learning, they're thriving, and it's just, I think we definitely need to take some serious look at that, as we return to, quote unquote normal. But I agree. I think there are people thriving, and for those people, I hope that it doesn't have to go back to what regular used to look like.
And my oldest daughter has anxiety, and so she is a high achiever. She's going to do everything better than you. That's a joke, but she wants to be the best. Like, she wants to do a good job, and she really wants to learn. Like, she doesn't want to just get her assignments done. She really takes some time to extend out and even find out more information. But when she knows, like, she has to have it done by the end of the period, or other people are listening or nearby, it just freaks her out. And she almost becomes paralyzed, like she can't get it done. And so being in a situation where she has a more flexible ability to approach her learning has just been wonderful.
That's awesome. Happy for her. I am definitely ready to send my kids back to public school. I'm not going to lie. And they're ready to go back, but they're definitely ready to go back. They're like, my mom is a terrible teacher. But I want to make sure that it's safe for all of us, because there's a lot of people in our family. And that, Alice, is just, there's a lot of different, variables. And so all of that. But we don't need to talk about all that. There is something that, Victoria, did you see that link that I dropped you that Alice wanted us to sign up for?
And I'm looking at this like, what is this?
I was on Facebook, and I saw this ad it's called Topia, TOPIA.io. Let me put that into the comments. Check out Topia.io. I think that's it. Right. And so what I'm really looking for is, I miss those hallway conversations when we go to a conference. I miss where you're hanging out with people. It's just kind of casual conversations, but around things. And so I like vow not to click on Facebook ads. Like, I'm not going to do it. And I clicked on this and I gave them some money. So way that this works is that you come into this world and you can design the whole world. Someone shared one with me earlier today that the whole thing looked like the solar system. And so then you're walking around the solar system, and as you came close to, if you clicked on one of the planets, it was a recording from NASA of what that planet sounds like from the recording that NASA posts on there. And so as other people like come over to the same planet, as you get close to each other, so see, I can just walk over as I come close to Mel. I guess that's not the real Mel. Where are you guys? You
it was I was in there, but then I don't know how to do this and that at the same time. And I was there, and it was like an empty. I was by nobody. I was in this white world of nothingness, and it was just me. And I got scared, so I came back.
Okay, so this is if someone wants to try it with me. I'm afraid.
Okay, I'll try it. I'll go in there again.
All right, I'm gonna go in too.
As you walk close,
I'm following, but okay. So right now I'm full screen, and y'all can see like the back of my my house. So how do I fix that? Because right now it's in rear camera.
Can you see me?
Oh, there. I see Victoria's down here. So I'm going to come down towards Victoria. And you mute your mic on the Topia.
Okay. Do you guys see me now?
I see. Oh, there. Do you see how Mel walked by me and her camera started to come in and then it's fading back out?
There's Victoria.
There we go.
Come a little closer, Victoria.
Here, Victoria. So then as we come together, whoever's, you see? Victoria, mute your mic on the there you go, on the IO. So if you click on the little mic icon on your Topia. Oh, I guess I can mute you. Look at me. I don't know if that's permanent. Or I think I'm just muting your sound. Okay, that's good. So as you just kind of like you walk around, and as you get close to people, their videos come in, and it's up to 10 people. It's you and 9 others. So if there was 15 people standing in the same spot, you wouldn't see them all. But it just kind of invites a conversation, and you can start talking.
I'm chasing Victoria. I'm chasing her. Look.
And so I just got this, so I haven't set it up yet, but it would allow you to like this picnic table. And so I could have it when you click on it that it would start a video, that it would show a picture, that would link you to a website. So on that one with the space system, if I clicked on the word Mercury, it took me to NASA's website about Mercury, about the planet.
Oh my God, it even has choice seating. Look at that. Pillows or chairs. Jeez. So fancy.
I can add whatever I want. I just go to like customize. I can get some, apparently I can put a graveyard in here.
Okay.
A haunted tree down.
That's kind of cool.
And then I can link that whatever I want.
Alice, have you used this in class? Because I just wonder, like, so sometimes my teachers do mega Zooms where there's like 100 kids in the class. I don't know how much of a nightmare it would be for bandwidth. Have you tried this out before?
No, I literally just bought it. And I probably about a product that's not designed for EDO. We've used it for years. So when you sign in, it says, are you 18? So there's my first concern. So I think I'm going to try this just
There's
to see.
Danielle!
Wow. Okay, I'm going to watch. Oh, there.
This is so cool and crazy.
It's really neat.
Yeah. Oh, I guess I should start walking around.
Go to their.
Oh my gosh! But we lose each other. Like if we don't stay near each other, where's Danielle? There she is.
That's right. It's when you come close to each other, you join the conversation, like you're in the hall.
Oh, Danielle's leaving us. She's just like walking away. There's John Rizal or Rizal. I don't know how to say his name. I'm sorry, John. Look, there's John. Let's all go near John.
Hey, John. He's got a Hello Kitty clock.
He does.
This is so crazy. I feel like I'm inside of like a video game.
He's got a Hello Kitty clock. I don't know.
I had to go out. It was messing up my internet.
I hear.
Yeah, this is doing this StreamYard with here is obviously a conflict of video and mics, but
it's cool though. I like
it. Works good when you're just in the Topia. I was doing it earlier.
Right.
Was I at the Topia. So if you go to check out the welcome, you go to topia.io/welcome, then some of the people that work there were hanging out there, so I was able to ask them some questions and kind of see how it works and what it looks like. Mine's kind of boring because I just set it up.
Okay. But it looks cool though. Like different lands. We got some trees. We got some mountains. We got some rocks.
And I can
got some choice seating.
Background picture and my own asset. You can see I've uploaded a few things. When you come over here, I put my logo in there. I added a palm tree, although that's not my own. But you can see my Bitmoji's on there. Oh my gosh, you know what I could do? I could friend-moji with Victoria and stick it on there. Hold on. I have problems. Here, check this out, though. What I can do. You see how I can.
Look at Danielle just walking around. She's getting her steps in.
Yeah. Okay. Download this friend-moji.
There's John. They're walking so fast. So when would you use this? Like, what type of lesson or class would you use this with? You said conference, Alice, but with kids.
I would not use it with kids because it's not designed for kids. It says you have to be 18 when you join.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So maybe they'd want to consider making an EDU branch and hire me. I don't know, but okay. So I'm going to go up here to upload an asset, and I'm just going to drag in my friend-moji with Victoria, and I'm going to submit. Oh, I got to put it this way, Victoria. I'll give it a name. You see, it lets me just put our friend-moji somewhere. So I'm going to stick it over here. And then I had that presentation. So I'm going to, oops. I lost my page.
So you can put a presentation in this?
I can put anything in there. So I can link to, if I got a link, I can stick it in here. So check it out. So remember that presentation from me and Victoria a second ago? What I'm going to do is I'm just going to click this little 3 lines because it's my world. I can do that. And I want the links. I want this hyperlink, and it's the hyperlink title, Victoria and Alice. I guess that's all I can write.
Okay. So
if you click on the Bitmoji, I think it'll open up the presentation.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, put in a new tab.
That's kind of cool.
So what I was thinking is I would try and get a lot of my resources, like things that I've coded.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And then as you go to want to use it, if other people want to use it, you guys can talk about it. And then I could just hang out here sometimes and see that people are hanging around my multiple forms, and I can answer questions and talk with people. I don't know. That was my thinking. At least that's where I'm at right now.
Yeah. I'm also wondering too.
I feel like it's like a Prezi plus a Zoom.
Yeah. I'm also wondering if this could be cool just to kind of share resources and get resources out. It's got that interactive element where they go from place to place. It's kind of like Animal Crossing, right? Where I'm going from place to place. I can pick things up. I can open them up. I just love the gamified
website of resources. We walk over there.
Yes, I love the gamified element of this. It's so cool.
So that's my new find for the week. So I'm gonna play with it and see how I want to use it. But so far, so good.
That's really cool.
Yeah,
and Alice, how did you find this again? Was it an ad?
Look ad, and I tried to not click on them. They don't vet them at all, so don't let anyone give them money.
That's really cool, though. That's really neat. I personally have never seen that before.
Yeah, I think it's pretty new, but I'm going to invite you in and see. We'll play with it some. We'll report back. It's $9 a month. Well, it's free. Okay, they have a free version, and then if you want to have a custom URL, which obviously they do, and then I can set a password on it, which I will do. Just because I don't need random weird not teachers in there. but you know, the one here it's $9 a month and I can cancel at any time. So I thought it's worth trying.
That's not too bad. Yeah. All right, y'all. I got to hop to my last and final thing of the day.
And
thankfully, I'm meeting with old students. So we're going to be actually brainstorming ways to bring like BIPOC communities and HBCUs to her school. So I'm very excited.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. We are.
That's really cool.
Student texted me this morning, "Hey, Keeler, my kid's in 4th grade. I'm just feeling old today. I'm feeling old today."
Wait, who texted you?
One of my former students, and not
Got it.
because I got to hear from one of my former students. But then for her to tell me, and she was from probably my 10th year of teaching, that she now has a 4th grader. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. Well, you know, so I left that school last year to go into my new role as an instructional coach. And I'm still really tight with a lot of those students, but you know, sometimes they're graduating, like it's just weird. Like it doesn't feel like they should be graduating and going to college or going to career. It feels like they should still be like in the classroom and learning about like sinusoidal functions.
I know, it's crazy. I have former students trolling me. They troll me. Like seriously, they freaking troll me. It's terrible.
You know, it was my maternal grandmother. So it was my mom's 85th birthday yesterday. So I called her and I said, "Happy birthday," right? Because we talk all the time anyway. So it was my mom's 85th, and my mom is turning 55 at the end of the month. And I got on the phone and she immediately started badgering me as to when I was going to come home and visit her because she's still in New Jersey, right? So yeah, she's like, "Hey, thank you. By the way, come visit me. When are you going to come visit? Are you sure you're going to?"
You know, I want to come because I love New Jersey.
Yeah, New Jersey's awesome. New Jersey's awesome.
Pre-pandemic all the time.
Yes. All right. Thanks, y'all. I will talk to you both later. Have a great rest of
Victoria.
Great weekend. We'll touch base soon. Bye.
Bye. All right, my friend. Well, we have hit the half an hour. That was really fun. I'm like kind of out of my depth in a lot of ways, but when am I not?
I'm going to make you make multiple forms later. It's going to be exhilarating.
Multiple forms. I believe that everybody uses them. I don't know why, but I think it's amazing. And keep doing what you do. You're awesome. People are using it. And one of these days, I'm sure I'm going to be like, "Remember when you talked about multiple forms? I need some help on multiple forms."
We're going to want this. You're going to want this to have all of your forms come into this, all the information in one place. I'm just saying. I can convince you of it.
I believe it. I totally believe it. And Danielle, it was nice seeing you in person. And John, I feel like we're all friends now. So cool. Wow. Yeah. All right. Well, I will see you. We're not going to do coffee talk this Saturday, but we'll probably bring it back the next Saturday. So if you,
that sounds good.
It was good seeing you, my friend.
Bye. Good to see you.
Bye.
Yeah.